Welcome back to the Seth Rhodes afternoon show. This is the afternoon version of my show, and yes, driving home from my day job in my 2013 Dodge Dart, and yes, I am talking about financial education. Someday when I'm rolling in the dough, because of my learning and because of my patience and because of my effort and because of the help, because of the dumb questions I asked and got answers for, I'll probably still drive a simple vehicle. A lot of my heroes do that because for them, they never lost touch with the learning aspect rather than the flexing aspect. They're not flexing their stuff. They're not making sure everyone knows they're rich all the time. They spend money on stuff they care about and they go cheap on other stuff. But it comes down to they decide what they're going to spend money on. They decide how big they're going to live, and their money works around that. Their money doesn't control them. They don't need everyone to know that they're wealthy all the time. They stick to their purpose, or else they probably wouldn't stay learning from them or listening to them very much. So, yep. Well, I made a audio recording. So what I do a lot of times is I will record some audio when it's too dark outside or for some other reason I cannot do visual, but I'll record audio in the morning on the way to my day job. Sometimes I will record video too. I apologize for the quality, it's something else. But I bounce back between audio recordings and video recordings such that I get multiple inputs during the day. And yeah, so when I did one earlier, I was so zonked, I was so wiped, and it pertains to the subject and what I was actually talking about in the recording, but we'll get to that in a second. I was so wiped that all I could do was the audio. And so what it was is I had to stay after time at work, after regular hours, to dig a 20-foot trench by hand, and that was just a great way to introduce some new ideas and make me think a little different. Excuse me. So, but now I feel so much better after a little bit of sugar, back to functional. So I was brave enough to capture my tired face on screen, and wow, do I feel better. So, yep, to rehash what I said in the recording, it's good to get a financial education so that you are not at the mercy of 20-foot trenches dug after hours when you're very tired in the very heat of the day. So, yep, that's pretty simple. Everyone understands that, but nothing like having it happen to you and not, my option was quit my job, complain, throw a fit, do something stupid, or dig a 20-foot trench by hand for, pennies. That's what my day job leverage is, and I love my day job. Don't get me wrong, but that's encouragement to find ways to leverage what's up here, so that when I'm 60, I'm not digging 20-foot trenches to pay my bills. And like I said, I think my day job's great. I think manual labor's great. I think it's all a great lifestyle. It's just, it has a cycle, and when you're done with your maximum strength, it's hard to keep that. It's hard to level up that game. But the good news is that's when your peak mental abilities start to really pay for themselves, and given that amount of time, your 60s, your investments should be doing really well too. So it's just a great highlight and contrast between day job labor and financial education, investment, and peak performance in both my brain and my investments by the time I'm in my 60s. So looking forward to that.